Good morning, students of class 9. You are welcome back to the online portal. Let's continue our lesson in history, the French Revolution. We have reached 4.0. Did women have a revolution? What about the women? So far we have talked about men, the revolutionaries. What about the women? Let's see. Did women also have a revolution? Did they participate in the revolution? Let us talk about that in our today's class. There are altogether 8 small points. Remember them carefully and listen carefully when I was explaining. From the very beginning, in the first day, we have learned that the Bastille, the fortress prison, was broken down by the revolutionaries. They destroyed, which was a sign of despotic king. So from that day onwards, the women from the very beginning were active participants in the event. Whatever event took place in France, or whatever revolutionaries they have done in the freedom struggle, the women were equally, they participated. Women were equally participants in the event, which brought about many changes. So along with the men, women also participated in the revolutionary events, and which brought many social changes. Number 2, they hoped. Why did the women participate? The women hoped that their involvement would pressurize the revolutionary government to introduce steps to improve their lives. From the very beginning, the women participated when there was a king, and even after the king, when Jacobins were there, and even when Napoleon was there ruling France, the women actively participated in every revolutionary act. Because the women were not given social status, they fought for their equality, and their involvement, they hoped and believed that their involvement would pressurize the government to introduce steps to improve their lives. The lives of the women could be improved. For that purpose, they actively participated from the very beginning. The women of the third estates, especially the women of the third states, we are not talking about women of the first and second states. First and second states, the women, they had a luxurious life. They could go to school, they were educated, all kinds of facilities were given to them. The women of the first and second state, we are not talking about that. We are talking about the women of the third state who had to work to earn their living, who had to look after the family as well as earn money. So they had a very hard time, and that too, they were not given equal status. So you see, the women of the third estate had to work for a living. Since they were poor, they had no land, they were landless, they had to work and earn for a living. They also worked as seamstresses, washerwomen, sold flowers, fruits, vegetables, as well as they worked as domestic helps in order to earn a small amount of money for their family. Their earnings were very low. They were paid very little compared to men. So most women did not have access to education. Most of the women, they never went to school. They had no access to education. So naturally, most of them were uneducated. So most women did not have any access to education or a job training. They don't have the job training, they don't have the education. They also have to care for their families. They also have to care for their families as well as earn some money for the families. So their wages were lower than those of men. Their wages were very much lower compared to the men who are. Now number 6, in order to discuss and voice their interests. So most of them were uneducated. Those who were educated, they were the one who came forward. So in order to discuss and voice their interest, women started their own political clubs. The women started their own clubs. They started their own magazines and newspapers, especially for women. About 60 women's clubs emerged or came up in different parts of France or different cities in France. So in France, in various cities, women's clubs emerged or they set up by the educated women of the third state. Some of the women of the third state were educated, but most of them were uneducated. Those who were educated, they set up political clubs for women. The Society of Revolutionary, the name of these clubs, the Society of Revolutionary and Republican Women were the most famous clubs. There were many. We have already talked about 60 women's clubs were set up in various cities in France. Among them, these two clubs were very famous. What were those? The Society of Revolutionary and the Republican Women. These two clubs were very much famous in France. Their demand was same political right as men that they enjoy. The men were given voting rights. During the time of Jacobins, during the time of Napoleon, the men were given voting rights. At some point, men of propertied men were given voting rights. At some point, men of 21 and above were given voting rights. But women were always not given voting rights. They were considered as passive citizens, always. So women had to speak up. So these educated women of the third state, they set up political clubs and they voiced their interest. And their main interest was, their main concern was, or demand was, same political rights enjoyed by men. So they wanted the equal political rights, that means voting rights and equal status in the society. So same political right as men. Their main demand was this. So this shows that, did women have a revolution? Yes, definitely. The women participated actively from the very beginning, and later on also they started forming clubs to voice their interests for their demands, political demands, equality, political rights. So various demands they had. So they set up political clubs. So that's all for today. We'll continue in our next class about how they worked, or how they voiced their interest further. What were their other demands? We'll talk about that. So in our next class, this much for today. Thank you for watching. We'll meet in the next class and continue our lessons. Thank you very much.